What's going on, guys? Welcome to the channel. My name is Nelson Molina. I am a filmmaker and photographer, and please consider subscribing and all that good stuff. So, having a conversation with a buddy of mine, I asked him what he was doing as he showed me some footage of a concert, a show, whatever the case is. And I had asked him what he was doing with the footage, and he said he was just basically posting it. So that led me to the question is free work. And this is something that plagues all new creative guys, whether you're a filmmaker, photographer, and so forth. Those two issues, pricing and free work, will essentially haunt you, right? As most of you may know, you've heard about exposure bucks and everyone telling you, well, if you do this event, you have tons of exposure. And the truth is, in most cases, that's just not true. These people are not going to see this content and hire you off the bat. In most cases, you may get one or two inquiries. And please, guys, take this with a grain of salt. This is based on my experience. Yours may be different. But yeah, so I had asked him what he was doing with the footage, and he said he was just basically posting it. Now, I know the type of cameras he has, and dropping all that money to spend your time going out filming, to me, just doesn't make sense on a business standpoint. Again, people will tell you exposure all day long, but if you're the free guy, you're the cheap guy, more than likely you're gonna remain the free guy and the cheap guy. So I always encourage you charging what you want to make off the rip, whether you're just starting out or you're slowly gaining your experience or whatever the case is. What I had suggested to him was basically go to these shows, because realistically they're just local artists. So I'm not going to use concert in this case, but go to these shows, record the full show, create a highlight with just a few seconds of all the performers' footage, and then reach out to these guys and say, look, this is the highlight version. If you want your full version, it'll be X amount of dollars. And some of you may be shaking your head and being like, what, that just sounds stupid, or whatever the case is. But you really got to think about it, right? The people there and the people at the show, those are their audience. If they're not your audience, right? They didn't come to see you record the show. They came to hear the artists. By you recording the show and giving them the content, you are now benefiting them more than you're benefiting yourself. Because again, guys, remember, that's their audience, right? It's not your audience, it's their audience. So by them having content that's A, promoting their music, and B, giving them content to promote whatever they want. So you gotta see it that way, right? And this is what I mean by at least, do that approach, and so forth. So obviously, the question comes up, do I do free work? And my answer is yes, I do free work. And I'm gonna explain why I do it and the reasons for doing it. Well, I guess those are both the same things, but. So I'm gonna put a link to a piece of content I created. It'll probably be up in the bar here or the description below. And the reason why I created this content for free was because it was for a great cause, and it's something I believe in, right? So the video I created was for a nonprofit that does waterway cleanups. It's a group of fishermen that all come together, and they basically clean riverbeds, waterways, fishing spots, and so forth. That's why I did the free video, because I believe in that type of stuff. Now, did it benefit me? Yes, it did. And here's when doing free work that'll benefit you is worth doing. Because of that video, it allowed me to get hired for this video. Again, it'll be above me or in the description. And with this video, I got called from a company who does essentially non-pharmaceutical exercise for candidates with Parkinson's disease. And while speaking to the guy, he's never seen my work. It went off the strength of the wife who saw the fishing content, and that content wowed them so much that they hired me based on that content. So again, that was content I did for a good cause. It was free, and it also got me paid work. So that's what I encourage you guys to do. If you're gonna do free work, do it for yourself, and do it for something that either do it for something that either matters or will lead to paid work. I didn't go shoot the fishing video with the intention of getting paid. I knew what I was doing. I even at some point put down the camera and actually helped in the cleanup because again, it was something I believed in. Well, there you guys go. I'm gonna end it like that. I don't want this to be too long, too talkative. Definitely comment your thoughts on it. Again, all this was based on my experience. You may have a different experience. Whether your comments are good or bad, drop them. Make sure to like, subscribe, share, all that good stuff, and I'll see you guys on the next video.